as a young cat who would ask Cube for favors, like when they did the song Last Words together for Tupac's sophomore album. Back then, he was super respectful and humble, but Cube felt like Pac had become arrogant and ungrateful. The whole reason why he stopped talking to him. After finding out that Pac is mad about not being allowed to use a sample for Dear Mama. Their egos and pride made it impossible for them to work things out.
See this thing right here, y'all. What we doing? We basically just lounging right now. This ain't like no real super reaction or nothing. But you live with your boy. We just live. But I'm watching Tupac versus Ice Cube beef analysis. King of the West Coast. You know what I mean? Which is like this. Pete Gang. Cube did Pac dirty. In other words. You know what I'm saying? From what I'm getting out of the story. Now this is like an hour and a half plus. I'm just summing it down right quick. But Pac did, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Cube did Pac dirty because they were friends in the beginning. You know what I mean? And then it's like, you know, he didn't like, you know, reach out like how he did with Dub C and Mac 10 for Pac. So Pac, he went on a little personal little rampage. That's what it's really about. That's why Pac was so frustrated and just angry, because he had friends that backstabbed him already before he even got in the game. But that's what this is about, y'all. Tupac versus Ice Cube, beef analysis, king of the West Coast, man. Let's get back into it.
That's why you never saw a Tupac and Ice Cube collaboration ever again. Cube became too competitive to work together with people that are on his level or even bigger than him in terms of success and status in the game. The people you saw Cube collaborating with at that point in time had a lower recognition value than him. He wanted to stand out. He preferred to create his own little group instead of working together with Death Row or Aftermath and reviving NWA.
See what I'm saying?
NWA could have once again revolutionized hip hop forever.
Yes, sir.
It was a powerful movement, but he purposefully chose rappers that can work under him and don't expect a large share of the profits they make, since Ice Cube is a superstar.
See what I'm saying? It's like Pac, you know what I'm saying, was like getting his own recognition, coming from digital underground, you know what I mean, already having a little background, but then nobody know Pac until y'all heard him on that song. And then he like blew up with the Dear Mama and hit him up. That boom, then he made noise. And then he became this. You know what I'm saying? And Cube didn't want to have somebody over him, part of his shit. I feel that though. You don't want nobody to come to your, you know, company you built, and then they basically like become just the boss of you at your shit. That's, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that. Come on, we finna get back into it, man. We just lounging today. We off. You know what I'm saying? But we still reacting. Let's go.
Mac 10 and Dub C had a lower recognition value, so he could stick out on all his records and music videos while trying to become the face of West Coast hip hop. He also got the Bloods and the Crips behind him with Mac 10 and Dub C on his team. Another reason why Cube stayed away from Tupac and also from Death Row is because they signed Tupac. He thought they were trying to more or less replace him, since the Helter Skelter album with Dre didn't work out, and Cube didn't end up getting signed to Death Row. They signed Tupac instead as a replacement, and wanted to create their own little NW.
R.I.P. Gang. So what he basically saying right here is, let me see, let me go back a little. Let me see where we at. Nope, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna mess up. Oh yeah, move that out the way. It's a Dre scrapped those plans, gave the beat to the Dog Pound, and then later to Tupac. So Dog Pound had the beat first. Then he gave it to Pac. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad I know how to make my own beats now, write my own shit, edited my own song, video them, edit it, add the background, beatbox, DJ, whatever I gotta do. It's like you don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know how to alter my voice, background with myself. It ain't about me, y'all. It's about Dre and Pac, though. Hold on, man. Yeah, Dre scrapped those plans, gave the beat to Dog Pound, then later to Pac. Let's see what else happened, dog. Let's go.
NWA 2.0, but without Q. Replaced just like for the movie Poetic Justice. The two are actually
That's my
quite
shit.
similar in style due to Q being such a big inspiration for him in the early days. And that's the reason why they ended up clashing. Two rapper turned actors that are super lyrical, that are throwing up the W,
See.
and are defending the West Coast against
See.
rappers from all around the US.
Come on, man.
Cube thought Pac was just trying to create drama out of nowhere to get everybody's attention. By dissing the whole industry and becoming the headline of all the magazines. He thought Pac was just lying and creating false narratives to show the world that Cube is the one who's trying to start a beef, so that he has an excuse to diss him out of nowhere. Bullying the industry while he's the most hyped rapper in the world. Desperately trying to find a way to destroy his competition, even though there's enough room for everybody to coexist.
Exactly.
And to summarize Pac's thoughts, he was under the impression that Cube was trying to use the whole East-West conflict that the label Death Row reignited to his advantage, while for the first time ever claiming the title King of the West Coast for himself, indirectly implying that he's better than Pac. He felt like Cube was trying to use his formula and steal his shine and hype, after seeing that Pac's approach of making music resulted in higher record sales. Thought that Cube wanted a piece of the pie without actually showing love and giving props to the people who baked it, so to speak. The ones that were actually the protagonists of the Coastal War, meaning Pac, Suge, Snoop, Dre, and the people from Death Row in general. He actually thought that Cube made his own version of Hit 'Em Up, was afraid that other artists on the West would do the same, and create their own versions of Hit 'Em Up. Pac wanted to prevent people from riding his wave and stealing his shine. This is my lane. Nobody riding this wave except me and my team. That was Pac's whole point.
I did Ice Cube. I looked up to him. But because I looked up to him and I spent this time after this shit, I know what he's doing is wrong. He was just ain't selling somebody's going to the war shit and he was using us as the gas. He was dropped this shit called Badass. And if you listen to it, you can see we heard Hit 'Em Up and it's like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Why are you making a badass when I was in jail? That's what I mean. That's wrong. So now that's wrong. And I'm not going to let that happen because then that would make me obsolete. If I let him come back and take, you can't have this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
So therefore, nigga, those songs is like, hey, Cube wasn't basically on no, well, besides NWA, because you know what I'm saying, he came at him, you know what I'm saying, and all that little beef he had or whatever with them. But it's like, man, he was like secretly coming at Pac. And Pac was like sneaking them back at him, but this was like Pac, Cube was his mentor. It's like Rakim, that's my mentor. I don't want to beef with dog. I don't want to battle with dog. I want to do a song with him. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane. I ain't gonna never like disgrace my dudes, cause they the ones got me like who I am. Real talk. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on, man. I'm talking about that old school love. We gotta pick up our bars though, man. But a lot of people are using AI too, though. You know what I mean? So a lot of people out there still are cheating and they really not using their medulla oblongata. They using assistants, ghostwriters, and AI. That's why people are so magnificent right now. If you didn't have no dictionaries, no nothing, and tell niggas to just write a rap, they'd be lost. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I could write a rap because I already know what familiar definitions are for certain words. So I'll be able to, I don't need no dictionary to write a cool, hard rap and use some nice, cool words, but I know what they mean. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't about me. It's about Pac and Cube, man. Let's get back to the tool, man. Coolest dude on it. Let's go.
The interview took place on August 24th, 1996. Just 2 weeks before he got shot in Las Vegas. He didn't have the chance to speak to Cube again, who on the other hand didn't find out about Pac's comments until years later. Pac recorded less than a dozen songs after doing this interview, and even though disc records were recorded in those last 2 weeks, none of them addressed Cube or contained subliminal disses against him. He might have wanted to sit back and watch him make his next move, to see if they were really trying to come at him, jack his style, steal his shine, and to find out if Cube really had some type of problem with him. After meeting Nas at the 96 MTV Music Awards on September 4th,
The beef
Pac
goes
told
on.
Suge that he wanted to take out some of the disses aimed at Nas and replace them with lines against somebody else who deserved them. Unfortunately, Pac never had a chance to edit the album, as he got shot in Vegas just 3 days later. I broke this down in one of my videos. Make sure to check it out. It was rumored that he wanted to unleash multiple diss tracks aimed at Cube. He was going to shift all his attention away from Biggie and put it towards Cube until enough damage is done to move on to a different artist. He wanted to crush Cube's plans and his whole West Side connection to make sure that everybody on the West and on the East knows who's in charge. He had already damaged Biggie, the #1 rapper on the East, and that's why he wasn't the main focus on the Machiavelli album. Now it was time for Cube, the quote-unquote West Coast Don. He was waiting for his next move. The West Side Connection album Bow Down was just about to drop. Actually came out on October 22nd, a month after Tupac's death. He wanted to see what they had to say and counter it with not only better music, but also with harder disses. Unfortunately, the shooting in Vegas ruined those plans, and we never got to see how their beef would have turned out. Before he passed, Pac went and told his crew, the Outlaws, about his issues with Cube, and explained them that they were coming for him on the song Bow Down. So the Outlaws were prepared to continue their war against Cube and the West Side Connection, held a grudge against him even after Pac passed. On November 20th, just 2 months after Tupac's death, Cube came to Washington, D.C. and did an interview on BET Teen Summit, in which he criticized Tupac when asked about the East Coast-West Coast war. He said that no matter how rich or broke you are, you can't just do anything you want to do, because sometimes it catches up to you. Cube thought that Pac went too far with his diss song Hit 'Em Up, that he shouldn't have talked about Biggie's wife. He should have focused on Biggie instead. He also said that his death should be a lesson for all of us. Ice Cube and Mac 10 sent a strong message to the music industry and hip-hop fans and said that it was time for a ceasefire in the East Coast-West Coast hip-hop wars, even though they were participating in it on their album. Cube used Tupac as a cautionary tale of what could happen if beef was taken too far. He did this in numerous interviews.
Wait, don't bump the
Cube was
table,
then
wait,
accused
calm
of
down.
being a hypocrite and of stealing Tupac's ad-lib on the song Bomb First from the Don Illuminati 7-Day Theory album, which was released on November 5th that year. Ice Cube took that and used it on the song We Clubbin' in 1997.
Oh, see.
And from that point on, he used it on almost every single one of his albums. It became Cube's most iconic ad-lib ever.
So that means like Cube low-key bit Pac, and he was bigger than Pac at the time though, but you know, that's how niggas do though. You run out of ideas and then you bounce off somebody else's brain. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I use my own brain.
Even though he got it from Tupac. Napoleon from the Outlaws continued the beef even after Pac passed. In 1999, he was invited by the producer One Eye to come do a song with Cube, to bury the hatchet, so to speak. One Eye ended up producing several tracks on the album War and Peace Volume 2,
War and Peace, y'all.
the
War and
Peace
Peace.
Mix. The one that Napoleon was supposed to rap on was the lead single You Can Do It, which became one of the hits on the album.
Favorite.
The producer was cool with both, Cube and Napoleon, was creating beats for them. When working on Cube's new album, he offered Napoleon to come over and to get on one of the tracks. So he went to the studio and started drinking. Then he thought back and remembered how Tupac was bothered by the song Bow Down, and how he called himself the West Coast Don. Shortly after, Pac called himself Machiavelli the Don on his album All Eyes on Me. Again, Cube was calling himself the Don ever since they formed West Side Connection.
Okay, P game, man. Man to man, whatever, dog. P game. Nigga, if you feel you a Don, you a boss, you a king, you a whatever, we all kings. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. But I'm just saying, if you feel you that, claim that shit. Because if you think anything less, then that's who you are. If you be like, I ain't no Don, I ain't no king, You know what I'm saying? That's dumb. Who not gonna think like that? So everybody's supposed to think like that. I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that I'm the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like I'm a tiger, a lion or something. Cause it'll eat that goat up. You know, you know what I'm saying? So all these goats and because it's greatest of all time, nigga, wolf. Let's make wolf sound for make something make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be a wolf, you know what I'm saying, than a goat. So hey, we're gonna get back to Pac versus Cube, man. Beef analysis, man. That's what we doing live for you. We ain't even reacting today. We off. But what y'all doing? Y'all chilling exactly how I'm chilling right now. So whatever y'all doing, this is what I'm doing right now. Let's go, y'all.
Which was in 1995 before Tupac came out of prison and created his alias Machiavelli the Don. But calling yourself the Don of the West Coast instead of just the Don made it seem like he was putting himself above Pac.
You
So
supposed to.
Napoleon started to get upset,
I'm better than both
wanted
of
to
them.
know why
I ain't
Cube
even
and Pac were
rich.
beefing, and why Cube was trying to diss him. He was super loyal and didn't even think about the consequences.
Man,
That him confronting Cube would negatively affect his career by losing the chance of being on a track with him. Because Cube was one of Napoleon's favorite rappers growing up and was selling more units than the Outlaws could sell on their own, meaning without Pac. Just like Tupac, he originally had a lot of love and admiration for him. But when they met, Napoleon approached him and asked him if he dissed Tupac. Yo, Cube, man, let me holler at you. On this song, you said that you're the West Coast Don, man. Was you trying to talk about Pac? Man, it looked like you was dissing Pac, man. Was you dissing Pac? His tone was kinda harsh and serious. Cube was shocked. Thought they just invited him as a guest to come do a song with him. And now he's picking a fight out of nowhere. Napoleon was hot-headed, and it seemed like he was verbally attacking Cube, who then said, "Nah, I wasn't talking about Tupac," and then walked out the room. Napo-
now, hey, so if Q walked out the room when he got approached by his homies saying, "Nigga, what you talking about the homie?" No, I wasn't talking about, but he really was talking about the homie. That mean that Cube at that moment was a wing. That's what that mean.
Napoleon waited for like a half an hour to 40 minutes, and Cube didn't come back. So he just left without finishing the song. The next day, the producer One Eye called him and was upset, asking Napoleon, "What did you say to Cube, man?" And Napoleon responded, "Nah, I just asked him if he was dissing Pac." One Eye then said, "Man, you messed up a chance of you being on a song with Ice Cube." But Napoleon's sense of loyalty prevented him to just forget about their past and do songs with people who were dissing Pac. As one of Pac's soldiers, he couldn't allow anyone to take shots at his general. And he didn't want to switch sides either. Just because the general is gone now doesn't mean that he can just join the enemy, meaning
Right.
Cube.
Right.
Because they were still unsure if Cube was an
Facts.
enemy or not. It was all subliminal, so nobody was 100% sure. Napoleon lost his chance of getting on a song with him, and was instead replaced by West Side Connection member Mac 10. Not only that, but Cube also added a subliminal diss to one of the songs he recorded around that time called Let It Rain.
Now that nigga Pac is harder than Mac. I mean, yeah, Mac 10, Pac with Dub C. He got little shit here and there or whatever, but it's like Pac. Man, come on, man. That's why he got two more dudes to join him because he couldn't beat Pac by himself. Even though his catalog is a little bit bigger though. That nigga Cube got a catalog. Y'all got to go from NWA all the way up. Lynch Mob, Westside Connect, boom, bam. That nigga got a catalog. But Pete Gang, though, it always was like help in the room, though. When you writing and you sitting there and you're bouncing off of ideas and somebody say something, oh, I like that. And boom, you're not really giving it a focus to using your own brain. I don't know too many people really, besides Jay-Z and Biggie, because they never wrote it down. So they really use their brain. But it's like for the ones that do write it down, you take a long ass time to write a rhyme and all that or whatever, and then you gotta bounce off of your friends or we gotta like me or we Cause I'm the type to be like, I listen to something and I gotta correct it. I ain't trying to be the king. I ain't trying to be the best, but I know how to correct it. And my people got faith in me correcting it. So I ain't gonna never say I'm above none of my homies. Cause the Elite Hit Squad, nigga, we coming still. And we ain't even together no more. But we got the music, baby. But no, it ain't about us. It's about Pac and Cube. Beef analysis, man. You know what I'm saying? Reaction with your boy live at home. I'm off today. You know what I'm saying? I've been filming my animals, chilling. I'm trying to like bring up more content, do different stuff, different year. But we getting back to this battle, man, and then shit, we finna go and find many more. Cause we off, but we gonna still be at work. But live though. Man, y'all gotta click in with your boy though, man. Share some shit, man. Show everybody that nigga we getting it in. We chilling, everybody grab on some wine. You know, roll you something real cool. Sit back, just be clean. Just you smelling good. You just at home. Look, man. This give y'all another part of us. Feel me? Instead of just a reaction. No. All my animals here. Y'all gonna get to see everything. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna walk around. Get y'all to get down, though. You know what I'm saying? We at home, man, with the doc, man. Let's get it in, though. Pac, Q, Beef Analysis, King of the West Coast. It's almost at the end, man. So just fuck with me, man. If not, you know what I'm saying? Catch it later. It's all good. But we finna get it in. I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm just happy. Let's go.
Which is a West Side Connection song that came out in 1999. Cube ends his verse by rapping, "Ain't no California love, just California slugs," referencing Tupac's classic comeback single, California Love.
Oh,
The West Side Connector, ain't no California love, just California slugs.
that was a diss.
A lot of people, including Napoleon from the Outlaws, took it as a shot at Tupac, after Napoleon had disrespected him in the studio. This was shortly after that incident, and there was more to it. The album War and Peace Volume 2 contains 2 more songs produced by One Eye. One is called Roll All Day, and the other Waitin' to Hate, which contains a sample of the lines "Ain't no California love," which he rapped on the song Let It Rain. The line was repeated in the intro and throughout the song. Why would he all of a sudden rap "Ain't no California love" after meeting Napoleon? Was it really just coincidence? I mean, he did it twice in a row in the same year they met. It does seem like a little subliminal jab. And on Just Like All the Other songs on the album, he called himself the Don. It also seemed like he's taking shots at Napoleon. In the outro, he tells us who this song is dedicated to.
The haters.
Napoleon didn't let the past be the past, didn't want to put the beef to rest, and didn't let it die. The song was also produced by the same guy that made the beat for the song Napoleon was supposed to rap on. On the same album, there's also a song called You Ain't Got to Lie to Kick It. Pac had a song titled Lie to Kick It, with the same phrase, You Ain't Got to Lie to Kick It, as...
Hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all something, man, real quick. I'm going to let it play because it's almost at the end real quick while I'm live and just, you know, investigating all this shit. It's stupid that everybody is, like, super rich off of this music shit, but then you are beefing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know it's, like, part of the competition, but the beefs get, like, too different. Then it get, like, into the families. Then it lead to the killings. And it's like, the newer rappers right now today, that some of them I ain't never heard of, but as soon as I hear of them, it be like, oh, this little dude getting a band. Next week, pow, that dude dead. It's like, it's just happening so fast now. Ain't nobody, man, it's crazy, though. It's like ain't nobody using their brain to, like, when you make money from what you doing, you link up with the next rich person, then you be like, bro, nigga, I got 100 million. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's build something better. Woo, bang. And keep it. It's like Tyler Perry got his own little get down. You know what I'm saying? He built for himself his own movie production shit. He don't need Paramount, none of that shit. That's what I'm talking about, bro. But it ain't about them. It's about Pocket Cube, But it's like it's stupid with the money that people do. And I'm saying that the money you got, 13 houses everywhere you move. That shit stupid as shit. Buy you one badass house, have a grocery store attached to it. Nigga, you got a truck, a tractor, a full bit, man. Everything on that one big lot, one big house, one stable for your animals, another house in the back, two more. Apartment complex on your lot. You ain't got to do nothing. You got an arcade, a laundromat. I mean, build some shit, boy. It ain't about that. It's about Pac and Cube, man. Let's get in there, man. Hey, people are so stupid, dog. If I had $1 billion, it's like my family had just lived forever with the plan that I got on what you supposed to do when you just got everything already. You don't have to spend no more money. I don't need to buy nothing else, no more. That's what I'm saying, man. Now that you just gotta have the next car to outdo the next person. You know what I mean? But let's get back to Pocket Cube, man. I just hollering at y'all because I'm at home, man. Y'all fucking with me if you fucking with me. If not, I believe you. Salute you. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. Hey, y'all gonna meet my animals and everything in a minute, man. Getting ready to feed them soon. We just over here chilling, man, live, man. We on Tupac versus Cube beef analysis, King of the West Coast. Pac, my dude. Cube, my dude. I don't have nothing to say about this particular analysis. I love them both. Hate that they just couldn't do a gang of music together. That's just like Prince and Michael Jackson should have did a lot of music together. But it's over with. But it's up to us to bring that shit together. So that's what we gonna do. So I need y'all to leave a like who y'all want me to like versus each other or whatever. And what it is, it's a celebration, not a versus. It's just bringing all the great music from two artists that we feel that's compatible that we want to put against each other, dog. And then when we put the music together, it's basically like part of your playlist now. And it's going back to back with heaters from every artist that you love. So if I take the time to do that, y'all tell me who y'all favorite artist is. I put y'all a playlist together with all the bangers or all the banging videos. And we see what it do. We finna get back to Cuba now, though, man. I'm chilling, man. Figure ready to eat in a minute. Let's go.
The Hook, which was on his
Come here,
posthumous
Storm.
album "Are
Storm.
You Still Down? Remember
Oh,
Me"
Storm, you
from
watching TV?
1997.
Hold on, can I switch it?
The song itself was originally recorded in 1993, back when Cube and Pac were still close. On Cube's version, he once again calls himself the Don, and even mentions Tupac by
My
name.
bad.
People often criticize Cube for not showing love to Tupac in his interviews
Yeah, that's fucked
and
up,
for
man.
more or less treating him like a little boy who didn't stand out as a rapper. Pac never appeared in any of Cube's top lists. When you see him name his favorite rappers, like his recent top 15 for example, Pac ain't even on the list. He named artists like Melly Mel, KRS-One, Chuck D, Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Raskas, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Black Thought, Slick Rick, Rakim, and he puts himself on that list as well. Pac never appears in any of his lists.
All right, now, y'all with me? The one that's with me, you heard it. Cube said Melly Mel, who did a diss track to Eminem, the worst battle rap ever made by a great artist. I'm gonna label it like that. It's all right, baby. It's all right. Hold on, hey, y'all doing y'all thing though. But yeah, he got Melly Mel, KRS-One. KRS-One, I agree. Chuck D, I agree. Ice-T, I agree. Snoop, Jay, not Rakim, Eminem, Lil Wayne. That all the rest of that right there, I agree. But it's like with Melly Mel, that Pac should be right there. So therefore, Cube was hating on Dog for whatever reason it was. I guess because Pac did blow up like super fast, but then it's like, damn, you help other people get rich. You feel me? So it's like, why you wouldn't want to embrace another great artist as yourself? to collaborate with. And you've been rapping with shitty niggas, cause it's like Pac better than MC Ren, Pac is better than Dre, Pac is like better than DOC. You know what I'm saying? Pac is better than shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like from the NWA shit, you know, from how Cube first started off, better than Pac. I mean, you know, Cube, because Cube started off with the shit that Easy was saying. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, his wordplay back then was what Easy was saying. When Pac came out, we understood it immediately, like. So therefore, man, to each his own. But I look at it like this: as black artists, or black entertainers, regardless, man, we shall always embrace each other, and all the greatest shall always bring your craft together to make it something greater. Because it's like Prince and Michael Jackson. If they would have made a whole album together, do you know how fucking epic that would be? You know what I'm saying? And then you could bring AI and then add Elvis in that motherfucker. It's like, that'd be stupid. Elvis, Prince, and Mike on a track? If y'all talking about greatness. All right, let's get back to Pocket Cube, man. Man, I'm just at home chilling, nigga. Y'all live with me. With a reaction. Let's go.
Even though the two
That's
had history, a rivalry, and a friendship together, he loves to give props to his OGs, the people who inspired him, which is completely understandable.
That nigga lit shitty.
MCs like Melly Mel, Chuck D, KRS One,
Wayne,
Rakim, Slick Rick, and Ice-T are the ones who, according to Cube, inspired him.
Right.
And
Real
helped
talk.
him to create his own style.
That's that list.
But then he also named people who came out after him. So the argument that Cube only named rappers that came before him and purposefully left out MCs from the newer generation is invalid. He even added Razzcast, Eminem, and Wayne, and also Snoop Dogg, which is an interesting pick. What he also did is voice his opinion on lists where Tupac is ranked above him, in
Pac
terms of
lyrically
best
better
diss
than
tracks, for
Snoop,
example.
though.
He thinks that his diss track, No Vaseline, is superior to Pac's Hit 'Em Up, as he didn't need the help and support from his homies to destroy his opponent, which was the group NWA at the time, which consisted of Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, MC Ren, and DJ Yella.
I feel
How's
that.
Tupac #1 when he needed help on that record? No Vaseline, one MC, took out four goals and the manager. Group was over.
So Cube disagrees with people saying that Hit 'Em Up was the harder diss record, and he wants his props for single-handedly ending the group NWA.
Yeah, the Vaseline.
I can see why Cube would feel that way. He deserves credit for what he has accomplished with that record, especially when we take into account that Hit 'Em Up was inspired by No Vaseline. Cause Pac and the Outlaws learned from the OGs. KRS One's The Bridge Is Over, MC Light's 10% Diss, Cube's No Vaseline, Kool Moe D and LL Cool J's Back and Forth.
Come on,
He
man.
learned from all the legends.
Yeah.
He actually showed love to them on the song Old School, which is on the Me Against the World album released in 1995. I don't take Cube's comments as hating, even though a lot of Pac fans are upset with some of the remarks he made over the years. Pac never seems to get any praise from Cube. But deep down, I'm pretty sure that Cube had and still has a lot of love for Pac. And they definitely would have squashed the beef if Pac had survived the shooting in 1996.
Right.
Pac was the man. He was cool. Just one of those cool dudes. I know people know his persona.
Sure, yeah.
He was, just one of those cool dudes. I miss Pac. I miss him.
Now they were best friends. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they had little in between beefs and quarrels and shit. So, like any family do. So, as long as you know how to get over them or whatever. But it's like when somebody die, that's when it's too late. That's why it's always, every day, please reach out to your loved ones, some kind of way, shape, or form. Tell them you love them, dog, before that time come, man. You know what I'm saying? And then don't be too shitty to everybody, because when you go, people cannot care. You know what I'm saying? Be that sweet, human, beautiful soul God put you here to be, and everything will be great, man. If everybody follow that right there, what I just said, world can always be a better place. And what we got to do is bob and weave the enemies. You know what I'm saying? But nah, this is Tupac versus Cube beef analysis. It's about to go off right now. Let me see how many more seconds left. We just doing it like that. I think it's finna end like that immediately, but we gonna do it like this though. We coming with another one. So this one about to end right here, man. I gotta refill up, re-roll, eat something. You know what I mean? And we gonna be back live with y'all, man. We love y'all, man. We off today, but we on today. You know what I mean? And like, holla at your boy, y'all. Let's see what's up. Okay, let me see. So give y'all a little music off, man. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. If you feel the vibe, like, share, subscribe. MC Doc doing it live. We up out of here, baby. We love y'all, though. We finna ride up out of here. Let me see. I gotta cut it out, though. People, I always have problems with this one. Let me see. So we gonna go out like this. All right, let me see. Oh, there we go. See, we gone, baby. One love, man.